When you hear fighting game, you may think of the likes of Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat, or Super Smash Bros. It took me personally far too long to learn about Guilty Gear and about their creators ArcSystemWorks. I didn't even know this team existed until I played Dragon Ball FighterZ in 2018 and had my mind blown by the stunning visuals and blazing 3v3 combat. Because I love that game, I wanted to go through ArcSys backlog and see what else they had made, and I was filled with so much shame because ArcSys makes fantastic games. And Guilty Gear Strive is no exception, being the culmination of the studio's past 3 decades of video game development, showcasing that like a fine wine, ArcSystemWorks only gets better with time. I'm Kai, welcome to Awesomazing. Let's rock with Guilty Gear Strive. Strive is a refined change of pace from previous Guilty Gear games. Combos in this game are much shorter than previous entries but do high amounts of damage to compensate. A simple 2 or 3 button combo can take out a decent chunk of your health in this game. Combined with Guilty Gear specific mechanics like Roman cancels, a time stop that allows you to extend your combos or get out of a high pressure situation, a burst that allows you to break an opponent's combo, your tension meter which you can use to perfect block and execute high damage supers, and wall breaks introduced in Strive which resets the game to neutral if someone is pushed into a corner with a high damage combo. There are even more techniques than that, and Strive does a great job of teaching you these things in its mission mode, ensuring whether you are an arcade aficionado or first time fighter, you will always have ways to practice and refine your skills. When you're able to pull off that combo you've been practicing and get that massive counter on screen, it is one of the most satisfying feelings one can get in a fighting game. There are also some fantastic quality of life changes present too. If you or your opponent plays keep away for too long, the game will actively penalize you and take away your tension meter. There's also a risk gauge that will cause you to take increased damage if you are blocking for too long. These are things that every fighting game should have. All of the systems present within Strive sync beautifully with the 15 character roster it begins with. Every character plays differently, possesses their own combo routes and abilities, and has unique mechanics that makes them special. Do you want an all-around character? Try Kai. If you want a high damage grappler tank, try Potemkin. Do you love dolphins? Try Mei. The decision to go with quality over quantity with Strive's roster was one of the best decisions the game could have made. I have been switching from character to character throughout my playtime and having an absolute blast with each one. I can't wait to see this roster expand in the years to come. I don't think I need to say much about the visuals since you can see for yourself. This is one of the most beautiful video games I have ever played. Not just for the fighting game genre, but of all time. Each character animates beautifully, the backgrounds have vibrant contrast, and the style and fidelity on display radiates throughout every frame of Guilty Gear Strive. The score in this game is fantastic. Each track is perfectly suited for the characters and world, making sure that every match you play feels like you're in the grand finals of a tournament. Not to mention the fact that by playing games, you obtain currency that allows you to unlock artwork, avatar skins, and most importantly, more tracks through Guilty Gear's entire 20+ year discography. You get so much phenomenal music to listen to in this game, and I sincerely appreciate ArcSys going the extra mile here to ensure our favorite jams can be listened to. So that joke about players getting a kick-ass soundtrack with the purchase of this game, well, with the story mode in Strive you are also getting an anime with it as well. ArcSys made the bold decision to have the story mode just be a 4-hour anime series using the in-game graphics. No cuts to gameplay at all. I honestly think this was a great call for them to make. I hate when story modes in other fighting games force random battles in their campaigns just for the sake of devs being able to say, "Look at us, we made our campaign X hours long." As well as the fact that for many, this will be their first Guilty Gear game, and there is a ton of story preceding this title. Luckily, the game comes with a massive glossary and data showing the entire timeline down to the finest details. And if you want, Woollyverse has made a phenomenal series called Heaven or Hell that details all of the events leading up to Strive, and it was fact-checked and sponsored by ArcSys themselves. I highly recommend it. The man put so much work into the project, and it definitely helped me brush up on my Guilty Gear lore. I had a blast with this story mode. It is insane, over the top, and Guilty Gear in every way imaginable. It is a fun thrill ride that gives great finality to many of its most well-established characters, while simultaneously leaving the door open for many more adventures to come in the future. Get some snacks, a drink, and have fun with the absolute absurdity you will witness. For additional single player modes, there is survival. Pretty straightforward, just keep fighting until you drop. An arcade mode where you will fight characters and ends with you having a kick-ass dramatic battle against Nagoriyuki, either with an AI companion or alone. Your arcade mode will also increase or decrease depending on your performance. These modes are fun and great ways to test your skills or warm up before you jump into online. On the subject of that online, lobbies are sanctioned by region and have towers you are placed in based on your skill level. You can climb the towers in these pixel art lobbies against other players, or just hit quick match from the main menu and find matches relatively quickly if you like your matchmaking casual and don't wish to enter the Habbo Hotel. The lobbies take a minute to get into on PC, and it took me some extra minutes to find my friends in one of the parks. However, once we did, we were greeted with easily the smoothest netcode I have ever seen in any fighting game. No frame drops, no jitters, no lag, just smooth as butter gaming with friends. Quick match was no different, still smooth as butter too. I even hopped in Australia's region to truly test it, and I had great matches with no issues whatsoever. ArcSystemWorks has officially made the platinum standard when it comes to rollback netcode, and knowing that their games going forward will have this stellar online infrastructure should make any fan of fighting games ecstatic for their upcoming titles. If you've watched this video and at any point have said, "Damn, this game looks sexy and fun," then I implore you to try this game. You have not played a video game like Guilty Gear Strive, let alone a fighting game like this. This is one of the most accessible and approachable fighting games ever made, while also being a visual and technical achievement showcasing what the next generation of video games can truly be capable of. This is Daisuke and ArcSystemWorks' uncompromised passion project, and it is easily some of the greatest fun I have had in a fighting game in a long time. I am giving Guilty Gear Strive an S rank. This isn't just my favorite Guilty Gear game or one of my favorite fighting games, this is one of my favorite video games I have ever played. ArcSystemWorks' skill and spirit is on full display, and to know that this game as well as their future titles will have this level of quality should make any fan of fighting games incredibly happy. The bar has been set for the next decade of fighting games to come, and it's time to see who meets that bar, surpasses it, or matches it. I know no matter what, ArcSys will continue to lead that charge, creating games filled with platinum standards, awesomazing artistry, and high-octane action. Let me know how y'all feel down below about Guilty Gear Strive. If you want to see more Awesomazing essays, feel free to subscribe, and if you want to support the channel financially, links to donate or become a member are down below. Thank you for watching, stay safe, and have a blessed day.
Know the smell of